Hey guys, it's Ellisa here from Bliss Fitness, and today is Mindset Monday. So last week we spoke about setting SMART goals and having that clear focus for starting along your fitness journey. This week I want to talk about motivation because it is really easy to start something, but the part where a lot of people tend to drop off is in the maintaining phase because they get bored and they lose motivation. So today we're going to talk about how to keep motivation. And I remember a time, so way back before I got into this industry, when I first started my fitness journey, I actually didn't really like working out. I remember I started going to the gym because I wanted to get skinny, not because I wanted to be healthy. And I would try and force myself to go, every day. And then every day was just like, ugh, I can't be bothered. So I would try to go for 3 times a week. And every time I would go, it was just like, I'm not going to say torture. Torture is probably an exaggeration, but it was probably a type of torture in my mind. And I would go because I felt like that's what I had to do, not because I actually wanted to go. I wasn't going for me, I was going for everybody else. And I didn't like it, and I'd go there and I'd just do what I felt like I had to do, even though I didn't really want to be there. And I'd never really do it properly because I didn't want to be there. And then I would go home and just go to bed and do whatever I had to do. And because of this, not really enjoying it, and not doing it for myself, some weeks I'd be great and I would go to the gym 3 times a week, sometimes more, and then there would be months where I wouldn't be at the gym at all. And I know that some of you out there can relate to this, at least a little bit. So I wanted to share with you guys how I overcame this, because there are 2 things that I did, 2 things that switched that really made a big impact on me, that actually helped me start falling in love with fitness and made me want to be healthy and made me want to push myself in the gym and just enjoy being active. And since I made those changes, I've now been healthier and fitter than ever before, and I feel the best in my body that I've ever felt. So the first thing that I did when I started building my self-motivation was I found a strong reason why. Anyone can have a goal, but when you have a reason why you want that goal, something that really motivates you, something that pushes you, something that excites you and brings out emotion, something that you absolutely have to have, that there's no other option, then you're going to do whatever it takes to get there. So that's the first step. Find your reason why. Your reason why has got to be something. It can't just be I want to look good, unless that is literally the thing you want most. It's got to be something that comes from deep within, that every time you think about it, it excites you, or it pushes you, or it causes some sort of change in you. For me, I remember before I started getting healthy, I used to always feel really self-conscious anytime I was out with friends. I would pull at my clothes and I would always be wondering what people thought of me. And I would never like looking at myself in the mirror and photos, and it was just this little voice that was always in my head every time I went out. And I wanted to be able to enjoy my life. I wanted to be able to be present. I wanted to not have to worry about how I looked all the time, and to be able to just have fun and be happy. That's what I wanted more than anything. When I realized that that's what I wanted, that I didn't want to lose weight, that losing weight was just going to be the thing that helped me be happy and confident, everything changed. That was number 1, because every time I'd be like, I don't want to go to the gym, I cannot be bothered, I would think about that feeling of being able to actually be present in life, about being able to feel comfortable in what I was wearing and not constantly pulling at myself and being self-conscious. That would drive me to actually get off my ass and get to the gym and have a good workout. The second thing I did, and this is probably, well, they're both my favorite, but this one's pretty high up there, was I looked for my successes. You're not always going to find success in your immediate goal right away. You're not always going to see that you've lost weight right away. A lot of people will say they want to lose weight and they'll be healthy for a week and expect to see some big change in their physical appearance, but that's not going to happen. So you've got to look for every place that you win. You've got to celebrate your awesome in every little way. You know, if you find that you've made better food choices this week, celebrate that. If you did something at the gym that you've never been able to do before, you pushed a bit further, you ran a bit faster, you got a bit better through your form, celebrate the hell out of that. And if you were nicer to yourself, if you were calmer and happier and, the voices in your head were just being friendly, then that is the ultimate win. Celebrate the shit out of that. Every time you celebrate your wins, it's going to motivate you to want to do more. It's going to excite you. It's going to push you forward, because success attracts success. Like attracts like. Every success that you have is going to bring another success. So don't notice those times where you've eaten a block of chocolate. Be like, all right, cool, that happened. But let it go and move on. Because the more you think about that, the more you try and punish yourself for that, the less you're going to move forward. So focus on your successes, focus where you do well, and really just keep that momentum rolling. So those are my 2 tips. Number 1, find your big reason why. Find what motivates you, what inspires you, what's going to get you going when the going gets tough. There are going to be times where it gets hard. There are going to be times where you feel like you want to give up. But if that reason why is strong enough, if it motivates you enough, if it excites you enough, if it brings up enough emotion, then you're going to keep pushing past those moments, because that feeling of getting your big reason why is going to be bigger than any challenge that could ever come your way. And number 2 was celebrate your successes. Celebrate every time you're awesome. No matter how little or how big it is, notice it, get excited, and keep that momentum moving forward. Success attracts success. So notice where you're awesome. So those are my 2 tips. I hope you guys really enjoyed it. I hope you found it useful. In fact, I actually really want to know where you guys have been succeeding. So if you've been rocking out and you want to share that, please comment below. Let me know. I would love to read that. I would love to celebrate with you and help you get excited about how far you've come on your journey. Also, if you want to share your big reason why, I know for some people it's quite personal, but if you want to share it, I would love to see what that is as well, to see what's driving you to achieve your goals. If you like this video, please subscribe. That means a lot. And if you have any questions, any video requests, let me know, and I'm more than happy to make more videos for you guys. But until next time, bye!